Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Monster Hunter Rise. In the last episode, we explored the village and every aspect of it, and now we're about to get into our very first quest, which is most likely going to be the tutorial of the game, and I'll be walking you through this weapon a little bit, and pretty much in every quest, like I've said in the previous video, we're going to try a different weapon out, so I can at least show them off. I'm not particularly an expert with every single one in Rise, but I have used them all in World and previous Monster Hunters. Another thing I didn't mention, I've played Monster Hunter 1, which was my first Monster Hunter, for about 1,000 hours, so that was a lot of fun. I beat Fatalis a jillion times. Best Monster Hunter game, but purely by nostalgia. I love it. I love it. It's actually not that great, but I mean, whatever. Rise is probably the best one to jump into, if not World, or even Generation. I wouldn't say Generation's Ultimate for a new player. But if you got your hands on 4 Ultimate, that's also a great one for the old gen. It's good stuff, it's good stuff. Anyway, Hinoa, the quest maiden. Well, hello there. Ready to get into some quests? Well, you have great timing because a quest just came in for you. Master Utsushi has called for you. Looks like it's time for some basic training. He was so pumped up about being a real instructor. He kept going on and on about being ready to thrash. And it seems Elder Fugan may have had a hand in it as well, although I was told to keep that part a secret. I suspect they've been racking their brains to think of a way to help your hunting career. How sweet. I've added Utsushi's request to the quest list. Accept it whenever you're ready. But make sure you are ready first, okay? When you are, just head through the quest gate to begin. Now, let's dive into the quest list.
I have a special quest for you.
All right. So as mentioned previously, you're going to be given key quests and urgent quests and things like that. Urgent quests you must complete to progress to the next tier of quests to do in the game. In this case, though, since we are Hunter Rank 0, we're not even a Hunter Rank, we have to do this urgent quest, which will unlock Hunter Rank 1 for us, which essentially is just a massive tutorial. So there's a summary here. Yo, Ace! A hunter's never too good to go over the basics. That's why I've got a quest for you where you'll revisit all the hunting fundamentals. I'll be waiting for you at the Shrine Ruins. See you there.
Get confused too.
All right, and other monsters available in the area will be Kelby, Belfango, Gajau, Gargwa, Felines, Banahabreas, and Altoroths and Bombadgis.
Be careful out there.
If you're wondering what those are, don't worry, no one knows. They're just there. They're small, tiny baby monsters for babies. Question is, can I eat at the canteen? I sure can. I'm going to use my Kamura points because I'm poor. Yes, exit the tutorial. I'll pay with points. Thank you very much, lady. I would recommend usually spending your Kamura points because I find that you have a unfathomable amount of these points and they're pretty easy to get later on. Gold is also extremely easy to get later on, but early on, you're going to have a few struggles, especially if you're buying gear a lot. So we're going to order some Bunny Dango. We get to choose 3. And we really only have, 6, 7, 8 to choose from? Not really a lot. So we're going to increase the amount of honey that we get. We'll get Dango Polisher, which will allow us to potentially get faster sharpenings. And what else? Yeah, there we go. Reduces the time between gathering point respawns. Sure, we'll make this our very first registered set so we can order a usual set of these lovely dangos. And we'll get a beautiful animation for you guys to watch.
Here you go.
Alright, so you may have noticed that not everything activated. There's always a % chance to have everything activate. But the nice thing is we got 2 perks, and you're always guaranteed the maximum amount of health and stamina available to you based on your current hunter rank. up to the maximum of 50 health and 50 stamina, which is pretty nice. So you get quite a lot of health in the game just by eating. And if you forget to eat, you can always eat in the quest. You just can't have the specialized food or whatever it's called. Regardless, let's go ahead and jump into our brand new quest. You can do this by departing anywhere. You don't have to actually go to this gate, but you can depart anywhere, or you can activate the gate and depart on the quest, and you're just jumping right on into it. It's pretty nice.
These halls of worship, once so bustling, now home to monsters, stalking and rustling. Hunters beware, not wait, but despair.
Let's do this! Ready to thrash?
Yo, Ace, what's up? Accepted my quest, huh? Nice. Come over here, and we'll get started.
Welcome!
What if I want to go to the blue box first? Hell yeah. All right. This is the thing you should always do at the beginning of every Monster Hunter quest, no matter what Monster Hunter you're playing. Go to the blue box, see if there's anything in here for you. Usually, they give you a couple of rations, as denoted by that little star there. That means it's a quest item. Easy is also another denotation to tell you it's a item that will go away at the end of the quest, so you might as well use these first, and then it will give us a little bit of stamina. Every 5 minutes, you're going to lose stamina, and you can see the red there next to our stamina bar. That is to indicate what you can refill. The gray is what we get from those spear bugs, as we went over in the last episode. You get those by having your Patalis, and each Patalis will give you different buffs depending on what spear bug you're picking up. Also, another thing, we get first aid meds, so you don't even need potions right off the bat. Great stuff. Also, I think I put my potions back into my item box in the last episode. Not that we need them, but we'll walk into our tent here, and as you can see, we have full access to our items list. We can transfer our items like you see here, which I'm actually going to do, which would be great. Yeah, can I do that? I don't normally use the menus ever. I just assume I'm doing everything right. Okay, there we go. Then we'll go to item loadouts. We'll go to the bottom, and we'll register a new loadout, and I'm going to rename it after one of my favorite terms in Metal Gear Solid. Oh, I can't rename it right now. Okay. I was going to rename it to OSP, On-Site Procurement. My favorite thing to do in early game Monster Hunter is just come in with nothing so I can always craft and make a bunch of stuff, because you can always gather the things that you need mid-fight. And if you're ever worried about the weapon that you're using, if it's not particularly your style, mid-hunt, or if you want to switch your entire build, you can always do that. You can change your weapon at any time in the tent, your gear, your Patalis, and even your talismans, which we also have one. Okay, there you go. Might as well throw that on there. Critical Eye and Wall Runner, not too bad. If you're ever wondering what these do, there should be a skill info button here. There we go. We increase affinity, which is our critical chance, and our wall running, which allows us to run on walls a little bit longer, as it doesn't require as much stamina being consumed. Good stuff. I like it. Thank you. So let's go ahead and begin this little tutorial.
Good to see you.
Congrats again on making Hunter. A whole new life awaits. I can see it in your eyes that you're ready to thrash, but let's do a little quest refresher first, cool? Let's start with our camp here. This is your tent. Here, you can change your equipment and weapons and organize your items. If you want to bail on your current loadout, you're free to switch out your gear too. That over there, the supply box. It's full of useful items that'll aid you on your quest. And everything in there is provided by the guild, so feel free to take and use whatever you want. And that's it for the camp. Let's move on to the next part. I'll meet you down by the river, past the ledge. If you get lost, you can look at my icon on your map. Alright, sweet. So, just going over the things that we just looked at. I'm going to be skipping through most of these tutorials, because I am the tutorial now, damn it. So you can see on the bottom left there, that is our map, and since we haven't actually been here on our character before, it's all a mystery to us, so we can't actually see it all. But you will see icons, you will see monster icons and everything, so you don't have to worry about it too much. And nice thing is, to be able to slide down these cliffs here, you just have to be sprinting and holding the dash key. Alright, so you auto-craft a lot of things in this game, and the game doesn't really explain it to you really all that much. I mean, obviously we got a tutorial hint there, but it didn't really explain it that much. So we'll just hit plus, go to crafting list, and as you can see, anything with a check mark there is labeled for auto-craft, because there's really nothing else to use herbs for. So herbs will just always auto-craft into potions, and whenever we get honey, they will always auto-craft your potions into mega potions, which is the best potion in the game, outside of later on when we'll be using catalysts and mandragora to be making max potions, which is a instantaneous use, but also heals your health to maximum from whatever it is. So really, really great if you're in a bind and you have no time and you need to heal up in less than a second. So really, really good stuff. But always looking to hear if you're wondering why things are auto-crafting, like why am I getting antidotes and things like that, it's because you're picking up antidote herbs and they're automatically being crafted into antidotes. And then later on you can get better ones, which are instantaneous uses, much like those max potions I was talking about. You can combine antidotes with blue mushrooms and craft those. But this is not set to auto-craft, so even if you have antidotes and you're picking up blue mushrooms, you're not going to be auto-crafting them. The reason for this is because blue mushrooms are used in other recipes, so they're not going to have you waste all of your blue mushrooms while you're hanging out. And yes, you'll be happy to know there's no fall damage in the game, so we don't have to worry about that whatsoever.
Hey, hero.
Hey, up here! Alright, let's talk wirebugs. These bodacious bugs are a must in any hunt. Use them right, and you'll be able to zip around to pretty much anywhere you want to go, even on top of this boulder. Give it a shot. Alright. As they give me a massive tutorial. I'm sorry. All you have to do is press L2 and triangle, okay?
I'm waiting for you.
Hey, look at that. You're a natural. Next, let's talk buddies. Today, I brought my Palico and Palamute, Flash and Rumble. They'll be lending you a paw from this part of the training. First, try Mountain Rumble and my Palamute, rather. Palamutes are swift as the wind, so if a monster gives you the slip, hop on your barking buddy.
Sure thing.
All right, I'll be waiting for you up the trail. Meet me there. All right, sweet. So yeah, we can actually ride at any times. We can hold down A, or we can open up our radial menu, and everyone's radial menu is preset like this. You can change it in the options menu, though, under customize radial menu. But you just hold down on the right stick after holding L, and your character will do that, which is really nice, because sometimes your Palamute's just not nearby. But if you give them the order, and as long as you're not doing any sort of action after you give the order, just run towards your target and your dog will pick you up. There's some nice things on the side here. So these trap bugs are considered a buddy helper or bug helper cage. Yeah, they're basically little helpers. Trap bugs, I think, are not the most useful. As it says, a monster that tramples them will flee temporarily. I think it's more, not so much a flea, but more of like a stagger. I've yet to see a monster flee because they stepped on the trap bugs.
Please?
Unless they're talking about monsters that are not currently engaged in combat. We'll have to mess with it in the future, but usually it doesn't really matter. One thing, while you're mounted on your Palamute, you can farm and grab items as you're going around. So as you can see there, we auto-crafted some mega potions. And these are the spear bugs we're talking about. You can actually jump with your Palamute with R2. So we can actually just jump up here. Hell yeah. All right, sweet, sweet, sweet. Got some ivy, which we can combine with spider webs to make some nets, which would be great for making some traps in the future. Pitfall traps, super, super powerful. But the big thing is finding mining outcrops. These guys here will allow us to upgrade our Kamura gear right off the bat. And in one hit, we got 4 iron ore and 2 earth crystals, which is super, super nice. Oh, obviously, I am the best pilot of my Palamute and already fell off, but that's okay. Oh, wait, hey. I got to get up there. You gonna let me get up? Thank you. Yeah, you can see there's a limit to how high your Palamute can climb. You can climb higher than your Palamute, but your Palamute cannot climb higher than you. So you gotta be a little bit careful about that. Regardless, though, we're grabbing a few more of these spear bugs. just for tutorial's sake. And here's another buddy helper, a snow beetle. And again, if you're ever like, what was that for? You can just go to your helper cage. A beetle that rolls up snow into ice balls, not recommended for a friendly snow fight. Actually, that's not a very good description. What it does is it slows down your opponent's attacks. So if you hit your opponent with it, namely a big monster, their actions will be apparently slower. Things like that. So it might be easier to read their moves.
Yo, my favorite pupil.
Hey, check this out, a yellow spirit bird. If you touch one, its pollen will enhance that good luck charm you're wearing. They're petalis. When that happens, the scent of the pollen surrounds your petalis and boosts your stats. Since this little guy is yellow, it'll increase your stamina. Similarly, spirit birds of other colors will boost other stats. Pretty gnarly if you ask me. The effect is only active during the current quest, but you can be sure as shurikens that they are worth using. Oh, and that's a cloth fly over there. Cloth flies are one of many creatures you'll come across out in the field. We call these little guys endemic life. The powder those floaty friends spread can boost your defense. There's lots of other endemic life out there that can boost your hunts in different ways. Have a look around for other endemic life, and then play around with them to see what kinds of effects they have.
Right.
Okay, just a little bit more. Follow me. Sweet. Endemic life, absolutely important. Always, always, always look out for the flash bugs there. You can activate them with your shurikens, or you can run up to them and hit them. So, as you can see here, you can press A and activate this cloth fly. Or attack it with your weapon. If you hit it with your weapon, you can activate it. Or you can even aim your kunai. And if you know how to aim, unlike me. Apparently I can't aim. Hey. I'm lying, apparently. Apparently only flash bugs. There you go. At least it works on flash bugs. These ones you can't attack, though. Unless I'm just missing horribly with my kunai, but at the end of the day, that's the idea. You can hit them. I know you can definitely shoot them with your bow guns if you're a ranged character, so if you see one of your buddies near a defense up, you can shoot it, and it'll trigger, and they'll be able to get the buff instead of having to worry about attacking it with their weapon. Got some blue mushrooms here. Nice. Can always use more. All right, what's up, my friend?
Ready to thrash?
Right on, Ace. Got the hang of riding palamutes already? They're super helpful buddies, especially when you need to cover a lot of ground. And you can even tell them to attack while you're riding them. But their attacks won't be as strong as yours. So, when you're ready to get down to business, it's best to dismount. Oh, looks like we got ourselves some monsters nearby. How are your health and stamina looking? Be sure to keep tabs on your status while out in the field.
Sure thing.
When you're ready, let's head up this way. It's time to it's time to really get the show on the road. All right, sweet. Basically just telling you, if you die, you're dead. Should point out as well that typically you can only be killed 3 times. On a 3rd death, it's over, and that's included for all of your hunter friends. So if you're playing online and you all die, then that's going to be game over for that quest, unfortunately. And the quest holder loses some money because you do typically pay a little bit of money whenever you select a quest and are the quest host, which can be a problem.
Let's see.
Before we go over there, I'm just climbing up these vines here, as you can see, just to see if I can grab some extra items from these cats. And while we're at it, grab the whale nard, which can draw in large monsters. And what I will do also is I'm going to kill these cats because I want to see if I can get any paws from them. Now, I'm not sure how much health they have. It does seem like a lot. But when they run away, sometimes they'll drop some items behind, typically. There we go.
Let's do this!
Oh, we got a round acorn, which is an account item. Usually account items are unable to be brought back to you, or brought back with you to Kamura Village, so we'll get some Kamura points for that. Got some Felvine here. Very nice. I'm not really sure what that one's for. I think for certain crafting recipes and things. And Nitro Shroom can make some big explosives. flash bugs auto-crafted into flash bombs, which are really, really powerful. Like that flash fly that we saw earlier. It will stun monsters, essentially. Well, stunning is a little bit different. It will blind monsters, I should say. So they'll still be attacking, but they won't be targeting anyone in particular.
Mine.
Before we move on, we'll hold L and press up on the right stick. Use whetstone. You'll be seeing me do this a lot throughout the game, and you can do it while you're mounted on your Palamute. Very nice stuff.
Hanging in there?
Gnarly. A pack of Utsushi, all right. There's 3 of them. Go take them out for me. Don't hold back just because they're small now. They can be skillful and ruthless. Just remember your training, and you'll be golden. Now, ready your weapon. Nice and steady. And take them down, one at a time. But you just gave me an AoE weapon at the start of the... Okay, whatever. I'm using my spirit combo. Alright, so here we go. Let's see if we can take him down. Oh, there you go. I think I did it. Sweet, awesome job there, Ace. Oh, and don't forget to carve the harvest as well. They can be used for upgrades at the smithy. When you're done carving, come see me. All right, that went pretty fast. I do like the longsword a lot. I use the quick sheath quite often. It's a very powerful move, and sorry, it's not called a quick sheath. Quick sheath is a perk that makes you sheath your weapon a little bit faster whenever I'm doing those sheath attacks. But whenever you press R2 and X, you're able to put your weapon away. And yes, I'm still referring to the PlayStation controls, not the Nintendo controls, because I don't know these buttons at all. I just assume. And those are the buttons I'm hitting.
I've been waiting for you.
All right, just as I expected from my star pupil. That was an incredible hunt. If there's something you think you could have done better, don't worry. After all, you're just getting started. Now then, let's head back to camp. And it looks like we're kind of far away from it. But no big deal, yo. Use fast travel, and you'll be back at camp in no time. I'm gonna go ahead. See you there. Goodbye. So yeah, you have to hold down the minus button, because if you just tap it, you're going to go to this like custom shoutout screen and everything. You have to hold it down. Then you can select fast travel, and from all the camps that you've currently unlocked, you'll be able to select the main camp.
Beats walking.
Sure does. All right.
Ready to thrash?
Congratulations, you've completed this basic training quest. I'm now proud to send you out into the field as a full-fledged hunter.
Sure thing.
You've learned well, but keep in mind, Elder Fugan and I expected much of you. If you ever feel like going over the basic training again, all you need to do is accept this quest from Hinoa. I'd be happy to guide you through it again.
Piece of cake.
All right, and that is our first quest completed. I'm not sure if it actually counts as a quest completion or not on your hunter card, but we'll find out. All right, beautiful. What an excellent end screen. Talking to our boy. You can also like hide the UI and do all this stuff, so if you want to take pictures, it's all up to you. But at the end of the day, I would never recommend selling any of this stuff unless you know for a fact you should be selling it. Because potions, raw meat, all this stuff, going to be useful for the future. The fact that we also get iron ore and everything that our Palico was gathering while we were walking around, pretty nice. Only your Palicos will plunder and gather items, not your Palamutes. So sometimes it's a good idea to bring both your buddies as Palicos instead of Palamute in there. Especially if you want to try and get used to using your Wirebugs. A great way to do that, bring 2 Palicos instead of a Palamute and a Palico. But for the sake of tutorials and going through the game, we'll probably just have our doggos and our doggo and cat hanging out. Even though I'll get more loot if I have a Palico. All right. Oh, I guess I could have chosen what my Palico's like special abilities were, but whatever. We'll probably swap our Palico out at some point anyway. Not too worried about it. Well paid. I see Utsushi's little quest was no match for you. Ha! I expected nothing less. What you learned today is the very essence of hunting. Wherever the hunt takes you, those lessons will always hold true. Now, Hanoa should have 1-star quests ready for you. Well, get to it, and happy hunting! Oh, we have a blue quest here. Good to see you, Pate. How's the hunting life treating you? There's something I'd like to do, on top of your normal monster hunting duties, that is. If you ever hear of any villager having trouble, I want you to lend him an ear. If you can help, lend him a hand too. I know it's all of a sudden and all, but don't worry. I got something nice and easy to get just used to it. I need you to bring me something. Think you can do that? Come back and see me when you're ready. Alright, so we're going to be getting villager requests, which are essentially side quests that we can do while we're on our other quests in the game. And these will essentially allow us to get some nice bonuses for the, essentially for the bunny dangos, or unlocking new camps, or this, that, and the other, right? So you want to pretty much get every single one of these done by the time you finish the game, and you're going to be finishing the game around the time you finish high rank in the online quests. But for now, just try and get them all done. Whenever you get a quest, you're going to want to do them as soon as possible. The only ones that are going to be really confusing typically are going to be the ones that are like, go collect this random item from this who knows where. But there's tons of guides on there. Eric's Gaming has them. Gaijin Hunter has them. I'm sure other YouTubers out there also have them. And of course, there's plenty of resources like Kiraniko that you can use to figure out where some of these items are that may be a little bit more hidden and unknown. But as we go through it, I'll be getting them as well. So hopefully this can help as a guide there too. Anyway, we actually just start with 20 well-done steaks in our inventory. We didn't even have to cook them, although I will show off cooking at some point. But yeah, very nice stuff. We could just hand this in already. We didn't even have to do anything. Ah, Squirt, completed my quest already, have ya? You have my thanks. Smells delicious. Now that you helped me, I got another little favor to ask you. You know everyone is doing their own little thing to help out Kamura. But sometimes they need a helping hand. A well-armed one, if you know what I mean. How about lending one of your fellow citizens if you're, if you happen to, on the chance. Oh my god, I can't speak English. After all, strengthening relationships strengthens Kamura. Okay. Anyway, we got 10 potions for that. Sweet. So now we can go around, talk to people.
Have a look around.
Fail to take your means of protection seriously, and you won't last long out in the field. You can imagine why. Improve your armor by upgrading it here at my smithy. Make sure to bring the needed armor spheres with you. I'll start you off with a few as a beginner's gift. Use them to upgrade your gear.
Come to me if you need me.
So I think that's actually a mistake to upgrade your Kamura armor, as I find the Kamura armor starts at such a low number. But I get why they want you to for when you fight an actual big monster. For example, if we go to upgrade armor here, and we look at our Kamura gear, you can see it's at level 1, and its defense is level 1, and all the elemental stats other than fire at 0, with fire at level 1. So we have a total of 5 fire resistance as we're wearing 5 Kamura pieces, and 5 defense. Not a whole lot, and I think like some of the other gear starts at level 6, like leather gear. But for example, if we did want to upgrade this, we can put 1 point in, and it only requires 1 point to get this level 2. Another point in, we get to level 3. And if you put another point in, we don't have enough, right? And we wouldn't even really get all that much defense at the end of the day. It goes to 3 defense and then 5 defense. It's not really that great. I get why they want you to do it, but we're gonna hold off. We'll just get good and not die. That's the big thing there. Another thing is we can start looking into actually making a new set of armor, such as leather armor, which is going to come with things like Hunger Resist, Botanist, Geologist, and Recovery Up. Hunger Resist is nice. You don't have to worry about your stamina depleting as much. When this is level 3, we'll actually never have to worry about reconsuming food items. So if you start the match with max stamina already, you never even have to bring food items, which is pretty nice. Especially if we're going through these low-rank quests, that can take a little bit of time. Botanist just means you're going to get 1 extra item from gathering herbs. Later on, you can get things from like insects, nuts, seeds, whatever it is. Geologist, also very nice. Increased gathering from bone piles, gathering points, and then at level 3, mining outcrops, which is a big one. Definitely worthwhile trying to get Geologist leveled up and Recovery up. Just a nice little bonus. Essentially, you get a little bit more health whenever you recover your health. So I think that is through drinking potions, but I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that, because I think there's another one that is like when your health is in the red, you get more health back per tick, right? If you have health that's in the red, you get health recovery over time, and if there's nothing there, you know, it's like a blank space between the green bar and the max bar, then you need to actually use a potion for this. And I think this helps the potions do more, make them a little bit more potent. So, good stuff overall.
See you later.
And I think that's going to be a great moment to wrap this video up. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have any questions on Monster Hunter Rise, do feel free to ask. And if there's any weapons you want me to show off early on, we're still going to use the longsword for an actual real hunt where we're fighting a big monster. But then we'll switch it off as I see fit or as people are requesting it as we go on throughout the game. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ackerman101, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.